Welcome back. It's Kovacs Report. It's the weekend. The reviews are done. So it's time to take a look at the news. And we've got some first looks. And this one caught my eye. Absolute Evil #1. Yes, the Absolute Universe is branching out for its own sort of own little mini-series spin-off featuring all the Absolute villains. So I am quite excited about the idea. The Absolute line has grown in my estimation over the years. There's some good books, there's some bad books, we all know what they are, but it's been going for a year now. I can't believe a whole year has passed of Absolute books, so it is probably about time for them to throw a spin-off in the mix. And this is what we got. Premise is very interesting. Let's see what the article says. But before we look at the article, there's going to be spoilers, guys. So cover your ears and eyes if you don't want to see or hear anything about it. But don't forget, what you could do is hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'd really, really appreciate it. Trying to grow the channel here, an honest opinion channel, getting through all the fluff that you see on some of the sort of mainline comic book media that loves everything and never says a bad word or tells the truth about most things because they don't want their freebies to stop. So you are always going to get an honest opinion here. It may not be the one that you are looking for or like, but it'll always be truthful. And at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. So there we go. Absolute Evil #1. What does it say? Without heroes, without protection, without restraint, there is only absolute evil. Yeah, they are milking this, aren't they? It's the 1-year anniversary of the Absolute Universe, and its villains stand united. So the emergence of superheroes has caught the attention of the world. And it's certainly caught the attention of the people who run it. So we've got Rachel Girl from the Superman book at the moment, Veronica Cale from the Wonder Woman book, Eleanor Thorne, I'm not sure where she is, and we've got Hector Hammond, who I've not seen for a long time. He's sort of some big brain villain. And the mysterious Joker have worked at cross purposes until now. But this growing threat requires new ways of thinking and new partnerships. An insidious betrayal from within their ranks is imminent, and if they don't take action, they'll lose control of a planet that was built to be their playground. Ooh. Superstars Al Ewing and Giuseppe Camuncoli join forces to kickstart the next era of Absolute Universe stories, with several shocking new character reveals, and one big unmissable twist. One big unmissable twist. Well, this is Al Ewing, right? And listen, I'm not being disparaging. I've not enjoyed a lot of his books. There's some crackers in the mix, but on the whole, I find him quite a waffly, unexciting writer. So I don't know. One big unmissable twist sounds like one huge letdown. I'm not sure. It's too early to judge. I'm just a little bit nervous and a little bit once bitten, twice shy with these things. Anyway, Giuseppe Camuncoli's art looks lovely enough. Let's take a look at these pages. So we have Hawkman here. Now, I haven't read all of the Absolute books. I gave up on Flash and Green Arrow, or was it Green Lantern? I gave up on those two. I just couldn't dig them, man. But I'm reading Wonder Woman, what else? Batman and Superman. I'm reading the Trinity. Yeah, the DC Trinity books. And they're pretty good. Ups and downs, but on the whole, pretty good. So it's 1951, and we've got Hawkman here. So, gentlemen of the House Un-American Activities Committee, you called me to this closed-door session to answer certain questions. I've thought long and hard about the answers. During my covert work as the Hawkman, my true identity has remained my own secret. Now you say I have to give that secret up. My face, my name, my life. I do consider these my own business. But sometimes business takes a backseat to pleasure. And you know what? It'll be a real pleasure to inform on the commie rats nibbling away at this great country. What do you want to know, boys? Yeah, this is typical Al Ewing. I mean, this is waffly. So much exposition here. So who are the House Un-American Activities, right? They're anti-communist, I take it. He's mentioned his identity, then jumps back from business, takes a backseat to pleasure. I honestly, it's going to be one of these books. I can already feel it. I'm like one page in. You're going to hate me, but I feel it already. Okay, let's see if it gets any better. Okay, so we've got Absolute Green Arrow here. So this is Oliver Queen. Roy. Okay, that must be Roy Harper. So I guess he's on the phone. This must be now, right? This must be now. Roy, what's new with you, kiddo? Me? Oh, I'm doing good. In the green. Okay, hitting my targets. Okay, now. Ha! You heard that, huh? You got me, kid. Guilty as charged. I'm down in the Arrow Cave. Yeah, I'm practicing my party piece, the Robin Hood bit. Damn, so close. Exciting stuff. Anyway, It'll do what? Oh, ye of little faith. What I paid for this setup, of course, I'm going to use it. I've got everything I need down here. Archery range, computer setup like you wouldn't believe. A garage, that convertible I designed. Yeah, with the ejector seat. You never wanted one of those? Well, maybe it'll come in handy, smart guy. So much, honestly, of this dialogue. I hate it. I'm already off it. I'm already, like, really don't even want to read the book. I'm going to have to. What? I'm not allowed hobbies? I asked if you wanted in on this, man. What's with the third degree here? Oh, yeah, I'm going after Jubal Slade. Jubal Slade? Now, Jubal Slade is an old character from the 70s, if I remember rightly, as a slumlord. Yeah, so back in the 70s, Neil Adams and Dennis O'Neil, they had this sort of classic Green Arrow, Green Lantern story, issue 76, I think it was. And from what I remember, there was a kid throwing cans at that Jubal Slade, and the Green Lantern came down and sort of shooed the kid away, protecting this businessman from the unruly teenagers. And then Green Arrow showed up and was like, "Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Don't you know who this man is? He's a slumlord. He's terrible. He's a horrible human being." And the story evolves, and Jubal Slade, I think, tried to put a hit on the Green Lantern, and eventually these two sort of teamed up and defeated this horrible landlord, but he hasn't been seen since. So that's interesting, bringing back this character. Now, assuming all of these characters are stand-in for the billionaires of the world, because this book's going to be political, you know it is, right? They're going to be the horrible billionaires running the world like it is today, poor Elon Musk and all these other guys that everyone hates. So I guess this is where we're going with this. So what does he say? He says, okay, yeah, I'm going after Jubal Slade. No, look, I told you about his island, right? All those private flights, just kids, because he's bought the cops, Roy. He's bought the courts, the system. This is Jeffrey Epstein stand-in, right? Okay, so Green Arrow is going after Jeffrey Epstein because he's bought the cops, Roy. He's bought the courts. The system was built for guys like this. I got to do something. Somebody's got to do something. What? Why not me? All this stuff. I have this money. What does it do? What do I do? What are we actually doing here? Any of us? Because something it's killing us all, man. Some moral cancer it's rotting us inside, rotting our souls. Don't tell me to calm down, Roy. I mean it. You can be in or out, but I'm serious. This is the way I make a difference in the world, This is the direction I was always headed. And he slams down an arrow. So he's gone from naught to angry in like 2 panels. I really, really want you to know that we're angry at these billionaires and these terrible people. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein was obviously a POS, right? I'm not debating that. But this just feels like it's another narrative trying to tell a story about modern day politics in the world. And I'm sick of it, man. Bring politics in, but don't make it the story, right? Make it sort of, you explain how you feel about things within the story. It's going to be one of these. I hope the superheroes come in and start just smashing the hell out of all these villains and make it interesting. So, okay, so we've got Jeffrey Epstein, we've got the billionaires, who are, of course, villains. One of them's going to betray the other one. Maybe that's the good one. Maybe maybe Hawkman's the good one out of it. Maybe he's one of these billionaires. We don't know yet. But he's getting really angry here, and he's slamming down that arrow just to let you know how angry he is. Okay, so we jump here to someone else. Okay, sometimes that's the way it goes, Jubal. So this guy's obviously a bad guy, obviously a billionaire, horrible human being because he's a friend of Jubal. A guy turns 40, gets a grey hair, gets ideas. I bought a Maserati. Queen grew a conscience. It happens. But take a breath here. What can he actually do? What's his next move? He talks big, sure, but it's Ollie, He doesn't want results. He wants to feel righteous, and nothing feels more righteous than losing. Get him round a table. This goes away in a month. I don't know. 5 million? Chump change, sweetie. Okay, so they're talking about trying to buy him off, and then he calls him sweetie. So maybe they've twisted this into a female version of Jubal, maybe, or maybe they're partners. I don't know, a modern day relationship here. He says, just trust me here, Jubes. I know this guy, Oliver Queen, is never going to surprise anybody. And we get Mr. Hammond. Okay, so this is Hammond. Okay, this is Mr. Big Brain. Give me a sec. Yeah, little people. So you can tell his disdain for anyone that isn't rich here. I'll call you right back. And the assistant here says, we're detecting some electronic devices on your person. You are made aware of the stipulations of today's meeting. Sure, but you know who I am, right? My business is worth more than most countries. Oh, God. I need to be in contact with the office. It's a condition of attendance, Mr. Hammond. Informational boundaries must be maintained. National security. If you'd rather not attend this meeting. Yeah, sure. Should I take off my belt and shoes? Okay, so we're building up that he's an arrogant piece of shit. And when they say national security, this might indicate that this is a meeting that's being held by the government, right? Okay, so it says, yeah. Thank you, sir. If you'd like to follow me, sure. And maybe when I'm in there, I'll talk to your boss about your attitude. Okay. Here we go. So, see how that goes for you. And then he goes, Hector Hammond. So what we've got here, I think, is going to be absolutely laden down with modern day political messaging. I really feel like this is where it's going. Now, I could be wrong, and lots of you are going to say, well, it's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. But listen, when you see a red flag, you know it's coming, all right? If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, probably a duck. All right, well, Mr. Al Ewing, I hope you prove me wrong. I really hope you prove me wrong. Because the premise of this is really interesting. All of the villains of the absolute universe banding together, to build their own sort of crime utopia. I like the idea. The idea is very, very good. But in modern comics, we have a massive problem, and that is great ideas are very, very often not executed very well. So I am very interested. The art looks nice. This whole preview has been phone calls and exposition and getting as much information out as possible so that they can get to the actual story they want to tell, rather than it sort of coming out through the panels and building towards something. It's like, here's the information dump, now we can tell the story. It's your usual compressed storytelling. Again, I thought I was going to be really positive about this because I was really looking forward to it. Anyway, there we have it. Those are my thoughts. I would love to hear yours. I want to be proved wrong. Don't get me wrong. Or rather, I really, really do want to be proved wrong with this. I want this to be fun and interesting and exciting. But there we have it. This is coming out very soon. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you can. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one.